You know that feeling when you are desperately trying to get your brain to come up with a brilliant idea? You're staring at the blank notebook, your eyes are burning holes into the creative brief, and the creative juices are just not flowing. We've all been there, and today I'm going to show you some ways to figure out why you're stuck and then give you some techniques to break through those creative walls. If you're new here, I'm Ashley. I break down the real stuff about working in advertising, the good, the bad, and the creatively frustrating. And there is nothing more frustrating than feeling like your brain just stopped working. But being stuck doesn't mean you failed. It doesn't mean you are a bad creative. It's just your brain trying to tell you something. And figuring out what it's trying to tell you will help you find the right tool to get unstuck. So first, let's figure out what sort of obstacle your brain has hit, and then I'll give you some specific ways to break through it. One potential problem is that you don't have a full understanding of what it is you're trying to do, what sort of ideas you need to come up with. Maybe the business problem itself doesn't make total sense to you because you don't have much knowledge about the specific product category. Or maybe the creative brief has 15 bullet points under the single-minded message section, so you have no idea what to focus on. Or maybe the target audience is a complete mystery to you and you don't know who these people are or what they care about.
Unknown individuals detected. Who are these people, Donnie?
All of those are things you should go to your creative director, strategist, or account manager to get help or clarification. I am personally a big fan of asking questions during the kickoff meeting when the brief is being presented, because I do not want to walk out of that room without an extremely clear understanding of what I'm trying to do and what I need to brainstorm.
What do I do? What do I do?
So definitely ask those kinds of questions as soon as you possibly can, but if they happen to come up later during the concepting process, don't hesitate to ask them, especially if they're holding you back from coming up with ideas. But if for some reason you can't go to those people or they don't have an answer for you, I want you to stop concepting for a minute and start investigating. Interrogate the brief. Dig in and ask questions about everything, especially the stuff you are unclear about. What's the actual problem you're trying to solve? What does success look like for the brand? What's the one thing you need to communicate to people? Or what's the one thing you want them to do as a result of this idea? Who exactly is our audience? What's going on in their lives right now? Where do they spend most of their time? What are the competitors saying, and how can we say something totally different and stand out? All of that information is stuff that should be in the creative brief, but that's not always the case. So take all of those questions you have and start digging. You can look through research or survey data that you might have access to. I'm a big fan of looking through social media. Read through Reddit threads about the product, watch TikTok videos made by the people who are your target audience. Be an investigator first, clear all that stuff up, and then get back into concepting when you have all that new information flowing through your brain.
Brain blast!
Another potential diagnosis is that you just have way too much freedom. This could be because of a super vague brief that says, make people of all ages care about this brand. Like, where are you supposed to start with that?
Okay, where do I start?
It's funny because in relation to creativity, you often hear the phrase, think outside the box. But for most advertising creatives, you do really need to think within a box. The poet T.S. Eliot once said, when forced to work within a strict framework, the imagination is taxed to its utmost and will produce its richest ideas. Given total freedom, the work is likely to sprawl. So boundaries and creative guidelines are incredibly beneficial. So if you find yourself with way too much freedom and not many ideas, give yourself a box. Create one yourself. Come up with some guardrails or creative constraints to work against. One way could be to constrain yourself to a specific type of thinking. I have a video that goes over a bunch of different brainstorming techniques, but one is to make yourself think within literal boxes. It's called the 100 squares technique. You draw out 100 squares and you put an idea or a sketch or a headline or something in every single square, ideally with some sort of timer going. This will make you think so quickly and you won't have time to overthink or doubt yourself. You'd be surprised what will come out of your brain when there's a clock running.
Think, Woody. Think. Oh!
So that's a way to change how you're thinking, but I also really like giving myself constraints on what I'm thinking about. Like instead of having the freedom to come up with any and all ideas, maybe I'll focus on just billboards or taglines. And usually from one single format like that, I can extract a higher level idea or theme that I can build out a bigger concept with. So pick a type of ad or a specific format and focus solely on that until your brain starts moving again. You can also give yourself some artificial constraints that might not be exactly accurate to the brief. For example, your target audience might be women aged 30 to 45. But maybe, for the sake of concepting, especially when you're stuck, instead of that broad audience, you think about Rachel, who works as a nurse, and on her lunch break, she really likes to scroll through social media and watch funny videos, but also she's worried about her credit card debt. So think about Rachel. What would she like? Make an ad just for her. You can give yourself as many constraints as you want or just one. The point is to get your brain thinking in a different way than it was when it was stuck.
It was a flaw.
Let me think.
I just have one more potential diagnosis for you, and I don't think you're gonna like it. You could just be creatively tapped out. You've been grinding on the same stuff for hours. You're going in circles. Your brain is foggy. Every idea you put down on your paper feels forced and boring. If you feel this kind of mental exhaustion, now is not the right time to try to smush your brain into any sort of creative box. Instead, you need to let it rest. There are lots of ways to reset your brain, and what works for one person may not work for another. But here are a couple things that I personally like to do. Go for a walk. That's an obvious one, but it really does help, even if it's just down the block. When I used to work full-time at an office, I would leave the office, walk down a couple blocks to the local park, sometimes multiple times a day. It was just to clear my head and give my brain a break, and the sun really can do wonders for you. I also like to switch what I'm working on to tasks that don't really require the same level of creative brain power. Admin tasks, answering emails, filling out timesheets, anything to give the creative side of my brain a little break.
We clearly need a break.
And if I have the time, I'll just sleep on it and tackle the brief another day. And a lot of times during that rest, ideas will be popping into my head left and right. If you feel like you can't fully walk away from the work for whatever reason, there are still some ways that you can give your brain a little bit of a rest while still trying to work through the ideas. A great one is to just try talking about the project or your ideas with someone else. You should have some sort of creative partner that you're working with, but if you don't have them, you can find other people as well. Anyone else in the agency, even if they don't have anything to do with the account you're working on, would be great. Even a friend or family member who doesn't work in advertising. Just talk about it, let them ask questions, maybe they'll throw some ideas at you. Just make sure it feels like an actual casual conversation and not an intense brainstorming session where you have to write things down and get ideas out. It'll feel so different from when you're trying to bang your head against your notebook to get some ideas out. You can also switch up your techniques to unlock different parts of your brain. Like if you're a writer, maybe try sketching some ideas, and vice versa for art directors. You could also try a random word generator where you force yourself down a completely different path because you can only come up with ideas related to that one word. Sometimes that unexpected connection is all you need to get your brain firing again. Look, getting unstuck is a skill just like concepting. And the more you practice diagnosing your stuck moments, the easier it'll be to break through them. So if you don't understand the problem, go back to the brief and investigate. Ask questions. If you have too much freedom, create some constraints. And if you're mentally exhausted, give yourself permission to rest. If you want to practice different techniques and tricks for concepting, you should definitely check out my concepting drills. These are guided briefs where I walk you through every single phase with thought-provoking questions and techniques to try. I'll link those below if you want some help flexing your creative muscles. So I'm curious, what is your go-to move to get unstuck? If you have a technique that always seems to work for you, please let me know in the comments because I'm always looking for new ones to try. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more stuff about advertising.